Hello and welcome to another episode of Clark and Addison, Born into the Ivy. We are your hosts today. I am David Butler and this is my nephew Eli, and we are back again to discuss the past week and the next week and or month of September for our Chicago Cubs. The Cubs went 5-4 on this most recent uh, road trip. Disappointing to say the least, I would think. Wouldn't you, Eli?
Yes.
Especially after you consider the fact that they swept the Angels and then got swept by the Giants. If they just won one more game, they would have 6-3. Great. Like the Giants, far better than the Angels. But we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about some other things, have our pitcher and player of the week, and preview the upcoming series with the Braves, and maybe even a little bit of the series following that. The Cubs are back at home for a little bit, and against Washington as well. So remember, the best way to help grow the podcast is to listen to every episode, like the episode, share the episode with your friends, and if you have not yet, make sure to subscribe so that you never miss an episode. Join our Facebook group at Clark and Addison, Born into the Ivy, and follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Clark and Addison, Born into the Ivy. So, Giant series got our butts kicked, except in that last game where they were in it, and then Palencia came in with the tie game in Game 3 and got the first out, and then gave up 3 consecutive singles, and that ended the game in a walk-off. How'd you feel after the Giants series, especially coming off the Angels series?
Oh, extremely disappointed. I think, again, we predicted 2 out of 3, especially we expected the win against Justin Verlander. That definitely did not happen. We did not produce any hits or runs.
The one game that I said I didn't feel great about was against Logan Webb, and that was a game we almost won.
That's baseball for you.
It is. It for sure is. And the Giants, by far the best team of that road trip, of the West Coast road trip. And I mean, record-wise, they're pretty even with the Angels, but I think that's a much better team, especially pitching-wise. But I just think it's a better team overall, period. They don't have the impact offense that they want to have. They tried to get some more of that by going out and getting Rafael Devers. He's not playing bad, but he's not playing great. And just not.
The guy who played pretty decent against the Cubbies was Wilmer Flores.
Yeah, he crushes lefties, man.
Mm-hmm.
That dude has always crushed lefties. Our best pitchers are lefties.
Pete out there for one of them, though.
Yeah.
I think it was that diving grab, I believe, was against Wilmer Flores. He crushed that ball.
PCA played really good defense over this last week in 2 very spacious parks. The Giants have a big outfield, not nearly as big as Colorado's, but it's still pretty good size. And I thought he played really good defense. Not a surprise. He's probably the best defender in baseball of any position. And maybe I'm being a homer by saying that, but I think it truly is.
I mean, you pretty much can't disagree with that. I guarantee you a lot of other fans, not fans, like other
teams,
people that like other teams will say the same thing.
I know that he's struggling a lot offensively, but especially against lefties. But I understand throwing him out there every day because his defense is so good, and that is so vital to the team. But I think the guy probably needs a little bit more time off at times. It seems like
maybe that's the reason why they brought
a wall.
Mm-hmm. Maybe that's the reason why they brought up Kevin Alcantara.
Maybe,
and dropped
but Willie
Casey.
Can play center when it just against lefties, and that's the reason that this guy was traded for, not to play third base for Matt Shaw, one game every damn series. I don't understand. He was off Saturday again. Matt Shaw was.
And then they benched Castro.
Council has got to bench him at least one game every series.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense. I know that Happ he's on fire right now. Sayat is hopefully starting to hit his stride. Kyle Tucker is doing much better. But Matt Shaw has still been the best hitter on this team in the second half, and we're still treating him like he's the guy from the first half. Actually, I thought he got more run during that time when he was sucking.
Oh, yeah,
maybe Council thinks that that's the reason he's hitting what better, because he's getting more time off. I don't believe that. Do you?
Not at all. Not at all.
Doesn't make sense to me.
I mean, I bet you Craig Counsell's going to base everything off his one at-bat appearances when they put him in for Willie Castro, and he's going to keep doing it over and over again, taking him out after 2 or 3 at-bats.
I didn't like the way they handled Casey during this time. I don't think I didn't like the way they did Ballesteros during his time, but I think Ballesteros got more run than Casey did. Casey, what was the point of bringing him up if you weren't going to let the kid play any? He played some, but you can't play a guy that age and expect him to find some kind of rhythm once every 4 days or once every 5 days. That's not fair.
Right.
It's hard. It's hard to do for a guy like Justin Turner. Let alone a guy as young and inexperienced at the big league level with big league pitching as Casey. How's he supposed to find any kind of rhythm? That rhythm matters for a hitter, doesn't it?
Yes.
Silly.
He's not going to be able to get used to the big leagues for sure if he's not playing.
Right.
But I honestly already think he's adjusted to the big leagues. I think he's doing just fine.
I do too,
which brings us back to that point, why is he taking him out? Why is he sending him back to the AAA?
Yeah. I mean, I get you want Seiya to kind of come out of it, but why not give Seiya the same kind of break that Kyle Tucker got?
Because they won't send down Willie Castro.
Played well the first 2 games against Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
Friday night, they gave up some runs late with the pitching staff and everything, but overall, it was a good game. You didn't necessarily want to see it, but most of those runs came in garbage time for Colorado. Bullpen looked really good on Saturday, and then today, Porter Hodge came in after coming up and did not look good. After looking good for the past month down at AAA. AAA and Major Leagues are different things. I get that. But that was a little disappointing. And I was questioning because we're doing our NFL fantasy football drafts, and I'm like, why is he in there? But then when you go back and look at how the bullpen had been used some for the weekend and the last few days, I kind of get why Porter Hodge was used in that point. And you don't necessarily expect him to allow two walks and 2 hits. He got out of it. I mean, he had bases loaded with nobody out and got out of it, allowing only 1 run. I'd say that's a win at that point. Caleb Theobar was great. 8 pitches, 6 strikes in the 8th inning. Why on earth wouldn't you bring him back out for the 9th when the game's still tied with only 8 pitches? I mean,
same thing with Brad Keller before. I mean,
yeah, the night before.
I don't know how many pitches he had.
I think it was Friday night.
He only faced 1 batter.
5 pitches on Friday night.
Mm-hmm. he only played 1 batter. They just sat him.
I get why he didn't play today, because he had pitched the last 2 days. So had Andrew Kittredge.
But I mean, I don't know. I guess I don't understand that, because if you're going to pitch that 0.1 inning, either bring him back in the next inning or play him the next day.
I don't disagree with that, but the 1/3 of an inning was on Friday. Then he threw a whole inning yesterday. And so he had pitched back-to-back days. If he pitched today, Brad Keller would not have been available at all Monday, and maybe not even Tuesday at that point. You know what I mean? Like I don't necessarily like bringing Daniel Palencia in a tie game, but as the closer, like he's supposed to be our best reliever. I think it's Brad Keller that's the best reliever and stuff like that. Palencia, at this point, I don't think he's used to that, but it's really not that much different than having a one-run lead, is it?
Right. No, not at all.
It shouldn't be.
But, that one extra run, that'll definitely build your confidence up a lot more. But I feel like Daniel Palencia always goes into the game with all the confidence that a person can have. He has more confidence than anybody on that team, I feel like.
I love Daniel Palencia, but in 2 out of the last 4 games, he's given up a run in a tie game in the bottom of the 9th on a walk-off.
So, yeah, sometimes I wonder if Daniel Palencia is getting too confident, being a too
maybe
cocky.
That's what it is, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Especially against a team like Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
I still believe in Daniel. I think Daniel is an excellent pitcher. He's really come into his own this year. It's just disappointing to see that happen 2 out of 4 the last 4 days. I mean, winning one of those 2 games would have been a huge difference for the team. If they could have gained a game today on Milwaukee, and I get that that's kind of wishful thinking at this point, but we just want to win as many games as we can. We're still 2 up on the wild card, the number 1 wild card spot. We would host a playoff series, but it's a short series at that point, just 3 games. So it's all the more important to win every game we can so that we can host that at Wrigley where our pitchers are so much better than on the road. And I think that's going to matter big time. And if we got the 4 seed, we could potentially line up to play Milwaukee. And I get that that's not an easy thing by any means, but I think that we have the count. We won 7 out of 12 against Milwaukee this year. Like that's a winnable series, I think, even with them having home field advantage. And again, I'm putting the cart before the horse a little bit, talking about all that, but I just think that the top wild card spot lines us up well still, even though we aren't going to meet the goal and accomplishment of winning the division. Milwaukee's just a buzzsaw, man. Like we still have one of the best records in the National League.
I feel like that. I don't want to get too cocky like Daniel Palencia, but I think the Cubbies own the Brewers. I think they own the Brewers.
I don't know. I won't say we own them. We only won 7.
No, I think
the
Cubbies. I think the no.
I think we're the better team.
Cubbies own the Brewers.
I do think we're the better team.
Mm-hmm.
On paper. But they're proving to be the better team overall right now. But we got 1 more month. Tomorrow, September 1st. Are you ready for September baseball? Meaningful September baseball? I'm stoked about this.
Yeah, that's going to get me stressed out. But, yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah, it's going to have us stressed out for sure.
Yeah.
The next 9 games, we have 3 against Atlanta, 3 against Washington, all at home. And then we go to Atlanta again. Or go to Atlanta for just a 3-game road trip. And then we come back home. So I think that's manageable. I don't think expecting a 9 or 6-3 record in these 9 games is crazy. Do you? I mean, ideally, we would like to see a sweep of Washington, but I think that's getting greedy. So just win 2 out of 3, win 2 out of 3, win 2 out of 3, and come back home against Tampa before the last road trip of the season later on.
I think the Cubbies will do well against Tampa as well, which I think this September schedule's looking pretty all right for the Cubbies. I think the Cubbies should be winning probably every series in September, but again, it just depends how the players are playing.
These first 3 weeks or 2.5 weeks are very winnable series for the Cubs. They have Atlanta, Washington, Atlanta, Tampa, Pittsburgh for the next 2.5 weeks, and then they travel. Then they're at Cincinnati. And frankly, I'd expect a split 2-2. Hopefully, they win on the 20th. That Saturday because I'm going to be there. My daughter is going to have her first major league game experience that
Yeah,
day.
at
Yep,
Cincy.
yep. Paisley,
I've been to Cincy
we're
before.
taking Paisley
Cincy's
there.
a good. It's a
It's
good
going to be her
field.
first one.
Mm-hmm.
We're excited. She's stoked.
I remember going there. It was a long time ago. I mean, before 2015, probably. It would have been cool if it was a 2016 Cubbies, though.
2015 was a cool year
I would have
too.
been. Yeah.
So tomorrow, Spencer Strider against Colin Ray. Overall, I like the matchup. We got to score. Ray's been the better pitcher this year than Strider, which is kind of surprising because Strider is a big name.
Yeah. I feel like both of those pitchers are very similar.
Yes.
Very similar pitchers.
Strider's a power pitcher. Like he's a strikeout guy.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But he hasn't been nearly as fluid as he has before his injury. Either.
Yes. Similar as in inconsistency.
Oh, I got you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because Spencer
Tuesday,
Strider, that man.
He can fire.
Oh, yeah. 100. He's into triple digits. Triple digits.
Tuesday is left-hander Joey Wentz against left-hander Shota Imanaga. I like that matchup quite a bit. And then on Wednesday is Bryce Elder against Cade Horton. I love that matchup for us, especially. Bryce Elder is ERA-wise the worst pitcher for them. Cade Horton, ERA-wise, is our best pitcher of those three. And, I mean, I love Shota, and I would still have Shota pitch before Cade Horton in a playoff series, but I trust Cade more than I do Shota right
now. Yeah. I think Shota would be good for the Brave series, especially against Ronald. I think Ronald Acuna hits better against the righties, actually, as a right-handed hitter.
He's a reverse splits guy a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
But so that brings us to the offense of the Braves. They've got some good players there still. Nothing to sneeze at and forget about. Ozzy Osbies, he's had a rough year compared to what he's done in the past. But they got Sean Murphy there. They got Matt Olson, Ozuna, Marcell Ozuna,
Michael Harris,
Ronald Acuna, and watch out for dang it, I just saw him. Vidal Brujan.
Michael Harris,
Brujan. Yes.
Oh yeah,
I was joking about Brujan, but yes, all the other. I mean, they've got a good offense.
Don't mess with Brujan. Brujan will tear up that lineup.
They've got some good players.
Our pitchers don't stand a chance against that guy.
Our pitchers just got to make sure that they're staying on top of them and taking care of business. Hopefully, the wind is blowing in, and we can eke out a couple of wins. Because the offense doesn't generally do too great either against that. But we've got to learn how to play small ball better against all that, right? Like,
right.
I don't know. We know how to do that. Like, I know Council knows how to do it. I don't know why we don't encourage that more and do more hit and runs when guys like Nico Horner or things like that. You know what I mean? Or Michael Busch even. Like Michael Busch, I get that he strikes out, but when he needs to, he can make solid contact. Like and try and focus on making sure he's making good contact. Shorten up the swing a little bit.
Yeah, he definitely focuses a lot more on that than against the lefties than he does the righties.
Yeah, I like Michael. Michael Busch has had a hell of a season. Hopefully Ian Happ can continue his hot streak. I mean, I expect him to do that. He normally is on a hot streak for a few weeks.
I mean, it's good that he's going against Spencer Strider because it looks like him hitting righty. I mean, he did really well against the Rockies, hitting in the right-handed spot.
Doesn't look like anybody's got like a ton of success or all that much experience against Strider. But also, well, Jake Fraley for the Braves has 12 at bats against Colin Ray. He's hitting 500 against him. Matt Olson has 7 at bats. He's hitting 429. That's not great.
Sounds like Colin Ray needs to do some studying before stepping on that mound.
I still, talking about all that, I like our chances winning 2 out of 3 against the Braves. Our pitcher of the week this week, Eli, you want to announce that?
It's got to be Brad Keller.
Keller, I like that.
He's been pitching lights out. I think in his last 3 games, he hasn't allowed a hit at all. 0. His strikeouts are low, but honestly, you can't expect too many strikeouts. As long as he's getting weak barrel contact, that's all we need.
Yeah, I almost like that his strikeouts are low because his pitch count has been low as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I like to see him strike out batters because he dominates them at times, but I think he can show different ways of dominating, kind of like Cade Horton, and like both of them are just sick movement on their pitches, and they just generate that weak contact consistently. And Cade has been really good about being more effective with his and more economic with his pitching, with his pitch count that way too. It's kind of cool to see. But if you're not going to utilize them more, then that kind of gets frustrating too. Our hitters of the week, we had Dansby Swanson and Ian Happ as co-hitters. Dansby was 7 of 22 for the week with a triple and 3 home runs. The triple and 2 of the home runs were all on Friday night. He hit .318 for the week. Ian Happ, absolutely scorching right now. 8 for 19.
Lights out.
4 doubles, a home run, hitting .421 for the week from Tuesday through today. And like I said, man, when Ian gets going, and he could carry the team for a good while during that time. And Tucker's hitting well again. I'm not seeing the slug is consistent, but he's still slugging. It's not like he's not slugging. Right. I just would like to see him slugging them just a bit more. But man, as long as he continues to do it, we just got to have other guys who are getting big hits when there's runners in scoring position like we had earlier in the season. It's just not happening as consistently as it did earlier in the season.
Right. I think Kyle Tucker I think he was hitting 500 this series. Obviously, first game, he went 0 for 3. Let's see what I wrote down. The second game, he went 2 for 3. And then today, he went 3 for 4. So, yeah, he was batting 5 for 10. He's batting 500 this week.
Yeah, he just didn't have quite the slugging numbers that the other guys
So, he
did.
batted. Mm-hmm. Right.
But his average was higher than those guys.
He had a couple RBIs, too. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep. Just need more timely hitting from the bottom half of the lineup, I think, as well as those guys get on base and stuff. But the starting pitching is kind of hit us a rough patch as well. Last thing, how do you feel about Casey going down and Kevin Alcantara coming up? Is that good, bad, indifferent?
We talked about this a little bit already.
Yeah.
But I think we should have kept Owen Casey. I feel like Owen Casey already adjusted to the major leagues really well for a rookie who was called up after mid-season. He was hitting both sides really well, lefties and righties. But again, yeah, Craig Counsell didn't put him in enough to see what he's truly capable of. But, Kevin Alcantara will be good for, pinch running.
He's a fast guy.
Yeah.
He's going to provide that, which will be nice to have that.
And, fielding wise, I'm sure he's pretty good too. So
He is. He a little inconsistent with the bat at times,
mm-hmm.
but I think has been doing better of late. Um, Aaron Savali claimed off waivers. I'm expecting him to be the 14th pitcher added to the team and the major league roster tomorrow. That's my guess. Carlos Santana was signed as well. I mean, I don't know that either of these two moved any needle. I'm not excited about either. I'm not like nothing against them personally. I don't think they moved the needle for the team of what we need. I'm guessing Savali is somebody that they have picked up to add depth with the Tyone injury and everything. So it adds some starting pitching depth. But hopefully Assad stays the fifth starter, right?
Right.
I mean, because you go look at Aaron Savali's numbers and they ain't great. He's probably having one of the best or worst years of his career so far. This is his third team, so that kind of tells you that too for the year. Tana was a great player at one point, or really good at least. At the very least, he was a really good player. But he's definitely on the tail end of his career. The Guardians let him go for a reason. I don't know that this is anything. Like I feel like this is a poor man Justin Tucker. Or Justin Turner. I'm sorry. Not Justin Tucker. Whew, we don't want the kicker here, man.
Yeah, no. Leave that guy.
Leave that guy away from the Cubs.
Yeah, away from anybody.
All right. Thank you very much. Don't forget to join our Facebook group at Clark and Addison, Born Into the Ivy, and follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Clark and Addison, Born Into the Ivy. Leave some posts or comments about what you'd like to hear, however you subscribe to your podcast, whether it's on audio or on YouTube. Please like and subscribe to Clark and Addison, Born Into the Ivy, so that you don't miss out on any of our future episodes. If you feel so inclined, leave a 5-star review. And thank you very much. Have a great day. Let's go Cubs.
Go Gubbies.